Welcome to Everything Tech. I'm Mike.
And I'm Clark.
And what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little different. Instead of going on and on and on about technology, we're going to talk about three, what we like to say, our favorite pieces of technology. So the first one is going to be just a little bit about the tech world, what's going on out there, anything tech related. The second one's going to be web businesses, websites, and the last is going to be Clark's little expertise is mobile. So with that, let's start. The first topic today is Netflix. So Netflix, I subscribe to it. I get the ridiculously cheap $7.99 I think we pay for it, where you get the one DVD a month and the unlimited streaming. Well, the big hubbub is Netflix is going to increase it 60%. So we're looking at somewhere around $15.99 for the same thing. Everybody's getting kind of torqued about it, and what they're deciding to do, Clark, is people are just griping on social media as they usually do. A lot of complainers, not a lot of action takers. But what, in Netflix's defense, the cost of video on delivery is just exploding right now. It's going up and up. And I think, on one hand, I'm thinking that it's maybe a little short-sighted on Netflix side, but at the other hand, the entertainment business is finally starting to catch on and say, whoa, wait a minute, this is a real revenue generator, so we're going to start charging companies like Netflix more to produce that content.
Well, it happens all the time. When people see that a company has enough money to pay more for something, they're going to start whacking them. And it's a trickle-down thing. In the end, the consumer is the one that pays. And when you go into something like Netflix, they go so low at the entry level, when they have to make that, if they don't make the incremental, it looks like a big, huge whack on the consumer when they go up from, $7.99 to $20. I'm not a Netflix user. I have a Netflix account, and I pay the same $7.99. Occasionally, I'll, have something in the car for the kids, but still, it is a big thing. And I know they're going to start rolling it out to Europe now and trying to get into the whole market. They figure if it worked for David Hasselhoff, it worked for Netflix.
Yeah, right. I think the biggest complaint that people have with paying more for the streaming, because I think the streaming came in as a kind of like a cherry on the sundae, so to speak, and now more and more people are using it. But to charge $7.99, the offering on anybody's platform except for Hulu, which is mostly a TV show type streaming service.
Right.
Netflix needs more money to expand the offering. So right now you have like a lot of comedy TV shows, some really lost movies of the early 90s. So.
Which I love, by the way.
You're definitely a big aficionado of the Days Gone Past.
Yes, I am. But it's definitely something that we'll be keeping up with, and kind of as things move along, we'll keep you updated, and you can find out about that in future episodes.
All right, very good. Our next topic, we're going to talk about just the web in general, where there was a great series of articles that we dug up that talks about search engines making us stupid. I'm going to say in general, it holds some truth to it. I know myself, I have about 50 tabs open on my browser anytime because I know I've found something and I don't want to lose it because I know I'm going to forget it. There's just so much information being thrown at me.
Absolutely.
There was a study with Harvard students, I think about 60 of them. What they did is
stupid people.
Yeah.
Harvard students.
They were given a task. I think they were given a bunch of different terms to search for, and they said, "We'll let you know if we're going to save the information that you find or erase it." And they found that if they knew that they were going to save whatever information that they found from their Google search or their search engine performance, they were going to just forget about it because they knew that I can go back and find it again later.
Yep.
So if you knew that you were never going to find it again, you'll commit it to memory.
Yeah, it's pretty much human nature. If you feel safe, like something you're not going to lose, you tend to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
But I'm actually on the other end. Like, I was dumb. And then came along Google and the search engines, and it actually made me smarter. Because if I didn't know something, I'd just Google it. And people are like, "Man, you're smart." I'm like, "No, I just Google it."
There was just a site that can tell you the answer.
I think there is.
I do, like you said, though, I think that it does make you at least appear a little bit more intelligent for more often than not. But you can find things that you wouldn't have normally found on your own by looking in the encyclopedia.
Or the public library for that matter. I mean, you look at a lot of these smaller towns that they have web access, but they don't have a big, vast, Boston Public Library. This gives even people in smaller towns the opportunity to be smart.
Right.
Yes.
The
opportunity.
All right, and worst case scenario, it usually a lot of usage for the old texting and
Exactly.
Googling.
And also, but remember, everything on the web is not always true. You must verify what you didn't?
In trouble.
So.
So what do you have for us this week in the world of mobile, Clark?
The new Android market is bringing movie rentals and book sales, which is kind of cool. You see a theme here, all this Google stuff, So, but what they're doing is they're going to start rolling out the Android 2.2 versions and newer, the ability to actually download books and music on my, on my phone. It'll be available on my desktop, my, whatever tablet I may have that's, Android operated.
Kind of like Kindle?
It is very much like Kindle.
Except now it's better than a black and white piece of.
Right. And what it's great, and they kind of set out, even with Barnes & Noble Nook, which is basically an Android operating system, it's going to give it a lot more functionality. So you have the access to the marketplace. I think what Google's trying to do is kind of get into that iTunes, Amazon type thing. I mean, Amazon had the Kindle, and you can download the books and the music and all that stuff. But guess what? They also have all the shopping stuff, and Google has Google Shoppers. So if you start kind of putting all these little Google pieces together, it's a big piece.
It's my father-in-law would say that's where they get you.
That's where they get you.
They get the claws on you in your head. No, that's very cool. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what that's going to boil down to.
It's just another arrow in Google's quiver of awesomeness.
So I can use that on my Nook?
Yes, you can.
Right. My mom will be happy that she got me something that I'll actually keep using.
Yeah. Like those scarves and ties.
Mostly scarves, really fun.
And ties. But we won't get into your personal life.
I thought boas. That sounds good. So, as we promised, keep it short, sweet, informative. Other than that, folks, this was our first show. I hope it wasn't terribly drooling, boring, but it was great to be in front of the cameras and kind of kick off our FaceTime life. So, thanks, and we look forward to seeing all of you next week. Hope there's more than 1 or 2 of you.
And for smart and dumb people alike, you can find us on Google at thebizNewsChannel.com.